Okay, hello. Today is May 8th, 2022. And this video is about mothers, children, and dreams. And I just want to give a few introductory words, and then we're going to turn it over to the mothers, who are the proper authorities on this subject. Many years ago, at one of the Montague Ullman training sessions, I met a Long Island mother and became friends with her. And when she started up her own dream group, she invited me out to it once. It was a dream group just for mothers. And she had a passionate belief, very passionate. And her mother, her grandmother had that same belief. So it went down 3 generations in her family, that by the way mothers raised their children, they could change the world. And so she was really a passionate mother. And I've been reading Iain McGilchrist's second book on the divided brain, the left and right hemisphere. And as I read along in that book, it strikes me one additional way where this actually might be really, really true, that mothers really have a huge power to make a difference in the world. Is his point that the left brain and the right brain, they're involved in everything we do, but they do it in different ways. First of all, they have different kinds of attention. It's imagine a bird sees a seed, some corn. A chicken sees some corn in the grass. So his left brain, he's pecking at the corn. He wants to eat the corn. The left brain wants to go out and grab, and get for me. Now the right brain, while he's pecking at the corn, let's say there's a fox over there creeping up on the chicken to eat up the chicken. So the chicken's right brain is scanning the environment to make sure there's no danger of predators. And if the fox comes, before the fox comes out, the chicken will fly away. And so since the time of birds and before that, all evolutionary creatures have these 2 different brains like we do, very different. And the left brain has this focused attention, and the right brain has more of a broad attention. In the action, the left brain is sort of selfish. It wants to go out and get something for itself and bring it back. The left brain controls the right hand, of course. People grab with the right hand. And in terms of action, they're also very different. The left brain is in a little box of its own ideas. I think this, I think that, this is true, that's not. And basically it doesn't listen to the world, it just listens to itself. The right brain is very different, very different. It's a larger brain, it's the early developed. In these children here, the right brain is primary, it's still primary. And then later the left brain develops. And what the left brain is into grabbing for itself, the right brain is concerned with relationships and the environment and the health of the environment and the context of everything happens. It's a completely different intelligence. And as I read through his books, it's amazing because he talks about all the differences between the left and the right brain. Every one of these is the same difference that all of you and me have met with in dream groups, between the dreamer who thinks so-and-so and the dream that says something else. In other words, there are 2 different ways of seeing things, a waking mind and the dream mind. The dream is always truthful. The right brain is always truthful. The waking reality is not always so truthful. And the left brain is not always so truthful, and in so many different ways. It strikes me that dreams are like the right brain, and our waking life is like the left brain. Now, I contacted Iain McGilchrist, the famous writer of those books, and he's never come forth on this idea. He said that his teacher says that the left brain makes dreams. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a neuroscientist. I'm not a brain expert, but like all of you speak Taiwanese. And so I hear you talk and I say, well, these are Taiwanese. I speak English. You hear me talk and you say, this guy's an American. Where the right brain speaks the language of dreams, metaphor. And just like dreams, it says things in metaphor. The left brain doesn't understand metaphor. It's a literalist language, sort of like these fundamentalist Christians or Islamic people. They have this literal view of it. They read something and it's literal. The right brain reads something and it's metaphorical, like a poem. And It needs to be metaphorical because it's like dreams. The left brain knows what is. I know this is this, that's that. The right brain is always watching the environment. And the truth is, the reality doesn't fit what we know. It always keeps changing. Like the children keep growing and growing each year, and they're changing. And that's the right brain. That's metaphor. Metaphor is necessary. Language is okay for what we know, but for what we don't yet know, we need metaphor, because that's some new concept. And that's how words evolve, out of metaphor. Now, what concerns this author, Iain McGilchrist, is that in modern times, the right brain, which is the superior, the master brain, has been kicked out, and the left brain has taken over. The brain of language and numbers. And this is an inferior brain. It's dogmatic, it's dishonest. The left brain sees everything in terms of a machine, mechanical. The right brain sees everything in terms of a living thing. I'm oversimplifying this, but McGilchrist is much more subtle. Now, not many, I don't know how many mothers, maybe you, but I don't know how many other mothers in the world see dreams like my friend did, from the dream group, as if you raise your children, you can change the world by the way you raise them. Most mothers, in my experience from the dream group, when the dreamers talk about their mothers, most mothers just want their children to go out and be success, so they're raising them to make good grades and get a good job and get a big house and have a nice car and all that stuff. And it's interesting, so many of the people now in my country, United States, who are responsible for the dismantling of the democracy and the oncoming global warming and the destruction of the environment. These people, so many of them got their degrees at Harvard, Yale, Princeton, all the great schools. They were successes, but they didn't turn out to be better people. And it strikes me that a child growing up with a mother, and I think like Bright said that she talked with her little boy about dreams over breakfast, a child growing up with a mother who's interested in dreams, and the child that gets interested in dreams, this child will grow up more rooted in the kinds of things that concern the dreaming mind, things that are more aligned to what's true, what's sacred, what's special in life, relationship, connection, things like that, not just me. And this kind of, it seems to me, now you can comment on this and see that a child like this won't be, his right brain won't be bullied by the left brain, like happening all over the world today, and really can grow into an adult that's more connected with sacred and divine, whether it's sacred as nature or whatever, or friendship or family. Grow into an adult who has more integrity and cares about the sustainability of the natural environments of the planet, and cares about people who are different, who may be Black or different, or a different race or a different nationality. So that's why I've called these special mothers here. All these mothers here were a long time in the Ullman Dream Group in Taiwan. They're all very good with dreams, masters. Every one of these mothers is a master with dreams. I consider them a master with dreams. And I would trust my dream with any of them or all of them. And I called them to here to talk about children and dreams, and how they talk with the children about dreams and the relationship. And maybe you can give the children a chance to say something too. And so let me turn it over to you. Okay, you can come out in any order you want. You can come out together or one by one. Lisa, your little girls have grown up so pretty.
Thank you.
You're the only one with little girls. All these others have little boys.
Alison, do you want to share your dream?
My dream about outer space spider.
Spider?
It was two legs.
What did the spider do?
The spider just hugged me.
What did she say, Lisa? The fighter?
Calm it down. Did you hear us?
No, I didn't. I don't know why.
Oh, maybe. I think maybe
I
we
hear
need
you,
to.
but I don't hear them. They have a very soft voices.
Okay. So can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can now, yes.
Hi. You want to say again?
Mhm.
Say hello.
Hello,
Hello.
What's your name?
my name is Elsa.
Oh. And what's your name?
I am a today like my mommy buy a flower.
Buy a flower. Yeah.
Emma, she said.
She said, "Ma, yeah." And Allison just want to share her dream with you.
Tell us your dream, Allison.
Tell them your dream.
I have a dream. It's outer space spider, but it's a king outer space spider.
Outer space spider.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How big is that?
It's 25 big.
25 feet big?
How
Yes,
big is it? Is it like you say it's like what?
it's like 1,000 big.
Oh, 1,000 big.
In other words, she's saying it's really big.
She told me that it's like it's as big as a dinosaur.
Big as a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Allison, were you
I
afraid of this
just take
spider?
it every day. Ooh.
Oh, there's a dinosaur over there.
What did Emma say?
Okay, okay, LOL.
How? Oh, yeah, they want to go now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So these Deshaun, since you're on, you want to tell us about dreams and the children and what you've, because you were in the dream group a long time before you became a mother, and then you were continue in the. You're the only one of this group who continues in the dream group today, the online
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. And actually I have the good news that just before the Mother's Day, and I just gathered like 50 or 60 Taiwanese American mothers here. So the
Wow.
dream group is like on next week.
Oh, that's
Mother's dream group.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is great. This is the only mother's dream group I've seen in 40 years since the first one I saw. And
Oh,
Long
I
Island.
was so happy about it.
Congratulations, Lisa. Yeah, are you going to meet every week?
Yeah, because so far like the people who want to come, it's like so many, 50 or 60. So I'm gonna split it
You
into,
have 50 or 60 mothers?
yes, they won't come.
You know, you always have too little or too many. It's too bad you
Oh.
can't divide them up to come on different nights.
Yes, they're gonna come in different weeks.
Just different weeks. That's a possibility.
Yes. Yes.
'Cause
And
60 is hard. I've done that before and it's hard. Everybody's talking.
yeah, too many. Yeah. And I want to share, like Allison just shared that dream with me like a few days ago, and she had a nightmare. Yeah. And she told me that she's not afraid, she won't cry or anything like that. But to me, I would use the chance to teach her that it is okay. I tell her that if you don't let the sadness out, then you might have more nightmares. It will become monsters in your dreams. And now she understands. So when she feel afraid or want to cry, she would come to me. And I feel that's quite nice. It's like a emotional education.
So you told her that she should feel what she feels in her dreams?
Yeah, and after she wake up, because she's kind of very like thoughtful and independent. Yeah, she tend to hide her feelings.
Well, good for
Yeah.
you. This is, I mean, you know, it took me half my lifetime to learn that. And here she learns it when she's so little.
Yeah, so I because like the dream we will face, like I'll face my own emotion. So I would not afraid of like feelings.
Did you
Feeling.
ask her what she was afraid of in life, in real life?
Yeah,
It's
so
a metaphor, of course, for something in her life.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, because sometimes we ask her to sleep alone. Maybe she's afraid.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
you see, it's funny. You know, it's like the understanding of a child's mind is so difficult, and dreams help by bringing, you know.
Yeah, but I feel it. So after her dream, like having a nightmare, and I started thinking that it is very normal that kids have nightmares because like so many pressures outside, they're gonna adapt to the world and a lot of maybe rules, regulations, or something to be afraid of. So of course they will have nightmares.
Yeah, everybody has nightmares, all kinds of people. Even people in the dream group now have nightmares. It's like a nightmare is a feeling that we don't recognize, and we push it off and push it off and push it off until finally it becomes a monster, and it comes to, it doesn't want to be pushed off. This feeling wants to be felt.
So I tend to teach her to feel the way as she is, and she can tell me. I feel that's good, and it's kind of connection between her and me. Yeah.
Exactly. Not only does it enhance her understanding, but it opens the connection between you two.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. I would like to listen to like other friends here.
Okay, okay.
I
So,
don't want to take too much time.
we'll go one by one. And Chinu, should you go next because you might have to leave if the rain stops?
Yes. Yes. The rain is stopped.
Okay, so we're not going to have you for long. So you go. Your turn now.
Let you see the
beautiful.
view. It's beautiful, and the flowers are blooming for the May. And yesterday, last night we saw the
Fireflies.
Yeah,
lightning bugs, they call them.
very beautiful things. Yeah. So. Okay. For me, I think actually I think for kids, they are not there, and their conscious is they stay in a more dreamy way of conscious, and they I mean I mean for kids is
Chino, this is definitely true because for the young children, the right brain not only is bigger than the left brain, but it develops first. So a lot of these little children, some of these smaller little children here, they are pure right brain. This is pure right. They're so much more creative than we are, you know. And so you're right, and their imagination is free and alive. And as we get more educated, we become less creative and less imaginative. So like Jesus said, become like these little children and you have walked into the gates of heaven. So it's true what you're saying.
Yes, and I think we as parents or teachers or adults, we should precious their this way we should know and cherish their way of being, or their how they
Exactly.
think.
In other words, what you're saying is we should appreciate and allow their stage of development because later on they're going to change and be something different instead of trying to I know in my dream groups it comes out some others try to eradicate that and implant something else. Be this, do this. You know what I mean? It's so important that the child be a child. You're saying that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and we tend to make them more awake and too earlier.
So
And I
we
think
wake them up too early.
it's wrong.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, and I think dream is like arts, music, all this kind. They help or always nurtures kids
It's
or
exactly
they
music that
develop. Yeah,
that was a
to
term that music.
develop.
Song is how language evolved. It evolved in song, and music became before words, and then song and words came, and then it turned into language later on. So it is, and
Yeah,
it is more, like you see the children's TV programs, and they're always singing ta la 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 la. It's true what you
yeah.
say.
I think yes. Dream is like arts, music, and I think dream, music, arts are things that help children to um nurture their emotion or their inner growth.
Exactly.
And so
Art is the language of inner growth.
I think I will just how we should treat children or treat kids like how we treat our dream. That's how I think. And
That's beautiful.
How?
How do we treat our dream?
yeah.
How do we treat our dream, Chinu?
Um
I mean, people like us who are in the Ullman Dream Group.
I think we will we were I think we will hold the dream, and we will cherish our dream, and
we will listen to it.
We will listen to it. Yeah, listen to it. Yeah, and
So
we will.
Dreams have taught you to listen to children. Your boy.
Pardon, could you repeat?
By understanding how to relate to dreams, you've learned how to relate to your boy better by listening to him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. How we relate to dream is how we relate to our kids. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And
since he's right there, do you want to let him say something?
okay.
He can say it in Chinese if he wants.
Bye-bye.
He is.
Bye.
He wants to play with his friend.
Oh, really? Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Do you want to say anything else, Chinu, before we turn it over to the next one?
I think okay. How to? I think also I think when kids share his or her dream to us, I think that's that's very we should first it means he trusts you very much, and then also I think it's and that made us understand him more, and sometimes there's a chance that for us to help him or and through our relationship, and that made our I think we we can, I mean, we can take him to more deeper, or our relationship will through this our
还在开，
our
我
rela-
拿一杯。
最旁边那个through this, when we talk about dreams, our relationship is deeper, and we and we 我们陪他to
Does that mean we help him, Peta?
we help him, and we're with him to
We accompany him.
accompany him, yeah, to more deeper and deeper or self, inner self, and
And do you feel that also the child pulls us closer to our inner self? In other words, do we benefit too?
yes,
I think so too. I'm not even a mother, and I know that from children.
yes. Okay, that's all.
But Chino, what you said is beautiful. Do you want to sum it up in Chinese real quick for Taiwanese people?
Oh,
You don't have to, but if you want to.
let me try. Okay, I want to say, 我想说的就是说，我觉得孩子他们其实是活在一种梦的状态中，然后所以我们要珍惜他这种状态。这种梦的状态是，它是一种全人的那种方式在活着的。那我们不需要把它太早的把它弄醒，就是给他太多一些知识啊，然后一直想说，为了让他就是赢在一个起跑点，然后就想要给他太多的知识或一些认知的东西，让他太醒，就让他醒过来了。然后这时候其实会让他会就是我觉得是干扰了他一个成长的过程，然后给他压力，然后会造成他的内在的冲突，在他更需要一种完整的活的方式的时候，我觉得这个是现代的教育的一些问题，就是还蛮大的问题这样。那我觉得我们要很珍惜他这种如梦般的一个状态这样。对，然后就是说，我们当孩子跟我们谈梦的时候，我觉得是表示说他对我们是很大的信任。然后如果我们可以好好的陪他这样子，那我觉得那个陪伴就是更加深了我们跟他的那个关系，然后也因为这种安全感会让他更自在，然后也对，就是可以成长的更健康，身心健康。Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Now you go out and have a nice camping trip out there before it rains. Okay, bye.
谢谢千玉。
拜拜。
Who wants to go next? Bye-bye.
拜拜。
We have Sharon and Sujing, right? Right, do you want to go next or Sharon?
Sam is still drawing his dream. I'm waiting for him to
Okay,
finish.
maybe Sharon, you go. Boy, Sam is really good at drawing. Look at that. Look at him go.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't. So where should I start? So I'll start by introducing myself.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't ask all of you to introduce your name and your Chinese name too.
Okay. All right. So my name is Sharon, and my Chinese name is Wu Qing, and I was actually a pretty long-term member of the Taichung Dream Group, and then after the outbreak of COVID-19, we couldn't really continue the real dream group, and because I relocated to another city, so I just stopped dream group, and it has been 2 years. But I think a lot of methods, or no, a lot of skills that I learned from dream group actually help me a lot when I am, like when I try to better understand my son, and then when I'm talking to him, okay, I think it really kind of shorten the, it kind of just, make us connect to each other in a very close way. Okay, we bonded in a very close way because, we're talking about, what we dream. And then, it seems that there's a way for me and my son to understand each other, through these conversations. Although some of the dream elements are, just some fairy tale things, like my son's dreams are, most of the elements are like animals, turtles, or, like dinosaurs. Okay, really cute. And then, like he's also a railway fan, so that sometimes he will have the train dreams. So it's really cute. And I found that what's really useful is that, the way we ask questions in dream groups, really help the person that we are trying to understand to open up, to continue without really interrupting them, or, imprinting them some of the ideas that, we thought might be what they are trying to express. That yeah, so I really feel it's very useful. And it's very interesting because, I think I totally agree with what Chen Yu just said. Okay, there is like unlimited possibilities in children's dream. Like anything can happen. And I remember one of the dreams that my son told me is about he and his grandfather. They had this kind of railway. It's like there's some malfunction with the railways, with the train. So that and then, like there's the key to, like solve all the problem is actually kind of, like blow my mind, blow me away. Okay, it's like you have to have some kind of special key to, like to initiate the chain. Okay, so that it's really, I mean, like, this is so genius. I mean, like, I've never thought of that. Okay, and then I just feel, wow. I mean, like, there is abundant possibilities in their dreams. Yeah, so I just feel, really grateful that I have been in the dream groups before, so that, like, I could have so many amazing dreams from my boy. Yes.
Now, I want to ask you two questions. One, the way we ask questions in the dream group. Do you want to say something about that? You said that's helpful, but how is it?
It's
so there's a way that the Ullman group is unique, and that we ask questions this way. So go ahead.
Well, because I'm also a teacher, so that I know that this is more like an open-ended question. It's not like a yes/no question that we used to have in class, and then for that we really encourage like our kids or children, students to just to continue expressing what's inside them, okay, without interrupting them, or say without giving them some kind of ideas so that they could elaborate on that. It's more like they can just tell us what's really inside them. And I feel no matter it is in rearing our kids, or like, or say teaching, okay, it's all very useful, because we need to give them a chance to speak. It's, and that's very important, okay, because you know they have many ideas that you know we ourselves could not really come up with. So that I just like that. Okay, I just like the way we did the questions really effective and useful. Not effective, but useful. Okay, because I think when when we when the respondents they know that they can freely express themselves, they feel safe with the relationship that they feel with us, the questioner. So that I just feel, like no matter it's with my son or with my students, I find that, like sometimes, like I didn't really realize why some students like to stay and ask questions. And then now when I think back, I think it's perhaps that the way we ask questions encourage them to say more, and that's what they don't have with other elders or say teachers. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. Montague Ullman's language, he said most people ask information demanding questions. In other words, I want an answer to this, and so the child has no choice. But Montague Ullman said in dreams, we want to ask information eliciting questions. In other words, would you care to say more about that spider? You know what I mean? And so the child isn't pulled in one direction. It can go in any direction she wants to. That's what you're saying. And that's true. That kind of question is not common. I mean, most people, the way they ask questions, they take control of the conversation. But the way you ask questions with your students and your children, you give them control of the conversation. That's what we do in a dream group. That's exactly true. And also another thing you say about, you kept saying that the possibilities are limitless in the children. The old idea of education is like the child's mind is some kind of can, a garbage can or something. And the thing is to fill up this empty mind with this, Columbus discovered America, 1492, all this relevant information. But the kind of education you're talking about is the child, his mind is a can, but that can, our job as educators is to pull out from it all the marvelous things that are inside it. I remember when I was a little kid, we went to a circus and this big clown was driving this little tiny car around and around. Then he stopped somewhere. And then he got out with his long legs, got out of the car. And behind him, another clown got out. And about 20 clowns got out of that little tiny car. And I thought, how could they all fit in there, And my brother said, stupid, there's a hidden chamber underneath and they're climbing out. But that's why the child's mind is like that. All these things can climb out of its mind. It is bottomless. The possibilities are, you're right, are endless. So anything else you want to say?
Oh, yes. I think for my boy, I think I also realized that when he described, the way he described the dream was really in a very detailed way. And then it seems that the memory is so good that they remember every detail. I mean, like sometimes, that after that, for me, this morning I was reading some of the dream I recorded in my smartphone, and then there are some of them that I don't remember at all. I don't remember them at all. And then, like for him, it seems that he could remember the dream for a long time. Like after a month, he still.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, has vivid memory about it.
I experienced that in teaching the dream group class at the university. Some of these students, their memory and when they write down the dream, it's so vivid and so detail oriented and accurate. And I'm incapable of that now at my age, because what happens with the brain, as you get older, the brain sort of dies out, it withers up. And so you're operating with, you realize how intelligent these young people are, how rich their mind is. And I think we waste them on bad education. If we only gave them something like the dream, like the working with dreams that could set them loose and set them free to blossom. I agree with it. Their minds are incredible. You have to almost bow down in respect when you hear them tell a dream. They're not someone that command and obey me, you know, no. It's something about respect. Very good. Do you want to say anything else?
I think that's it for now.
You want to summarize it in Chinese real quick?
Huh?
Do you want to summarize anything in Chinese very quick?
Summarize in Chinese?
You want to say anything in Chinese for Taiwan people that some of them don't speak English? I'll post this video on the Taiwan site. Or so you can put, one of you can post it too. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay, I think so. In Chinese,
Just sum up what's the most important points.
maybe just let them keep on dreaming.
Okay, you don't want to speak in Chinese. Okay, so we have one more person here. Right, and did he finish? Okay, thank you, Sharon. What you said was really important.
Thank you too.
And Sharon, we do have a dream group. It's an online dream group now, and I think it's better than the Tea House dream group because it's become international, and there are people from all over the world. Hey, Bright is here. Okay, thank you, Sharon.
Okay.
Now, Bright. Did he finish his masterpiece, Bright? Oh, Bright, your phone is off. Your sound is off. Your sound is off.
Okay, he's going to tell his dream. 等一下, wait for me. All right, I want. Wait a second. Okay, so you're gonna tell us your dream.
Hi, Sam.
He just eat all the apples, he keep going, and then he just slide up and he over this donkey and get all the money, stop, and then just go over this hole, get that good thing, jump this really deep hole, jump inside this well, and it takes you all like that. And you can just jump across or fall down, but be careful, just jump across. And you can walk on there, and there you are free. But you also can fall down here and get inside here. It will be there too. So this is jump. Get this freaking tree. Fall down, get inside this game. Here, get the massive monkey. Get here. Just get this food. Get here. And then you will just be falling down.
And how about this person? Who is he?
And then he's jump there. It gets easy. Oop.
Sam.
And then you go inside there. Well, just take you back here. Go inside here. And just blow this rock. Woo! Be careful. Wow, quick. And then you'll fall down. You can't go inside this water. Now this barely free down here. That's the end.
But it's end. Okay, tell me. There are 3 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do the people mean? Who are they?
There's only
One people. Who is the people?
There's one over there.
Oh, it's one over there. So who is the person?
They were all the same.
They're all the same. So who is he?
there are old mommy, Sammy.
It's all mommy.
It's all connected.
Or connected to what?
All connected to Sammy, mommy, Sammy.
Oh, the people are all connected to mommy, Sammy, and daddy. Okay. It's a long story, but I found the key concept. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Sam's story. And I told him to draw his dream, and he was excited and keep drawing and drawing. And then, usually in the dream, and sometimes, I think, from the mind of how the Sam, I think he has a great love for mommy and daddy, because from a lot of picture he draw is in the house shape, and the people are mommy, daddy, and Sammy. Okay. I think he's a love angel. Okay, he's going to bother me. And do you finish your job? 等我一下，好，那你等一下，我也是，你做好了，谢谢你。你要去爸爸那里吗？
可不可以用那一个啦
Okay, his turn. 快点，
不要拆它全部，干嘛拆它全部
Okay, you can go to daddy now. Bye bye. He's going to angry now.
妈妈，不要跟你好一点。
Sorry. 来，下面你要去爸爸那里了吗？
拆全部的。
Okay.
我没有说要拆全部。
好，等一下哈。好。Okay. So, 好，那actually I wrote something I want to share here. Can I say that? All right. So first, I want to introduce myself. My Chinese name is Ding Su Jing. And I work at Providence University in Taichung, Taiwan. And I have been I joined the Dream Group about 18 years ago. So yeah, 18 years ago, long time ago. And at that time, Bill was learning Chinese in Providence University at the city center in Taichung. I remember I once saw a poster outside the classroom, the wall of classroom, and the poster said that there was a dream group that help people understand their dreams. And Bill, do you remember that? You have a poster outside.
I didn't know you saw it. I posted those when nobody answered. No interest at all.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, I noticed a poster, but actually I was interested and curious about that. But I have no idea about what this is, so I didn't take any action. But until you join my Chinese class, and I realized, oh, you are the dream group leader and you organized the dream. And at that time, you introduced the dream group to me. And I remember you told me if you can invite some people and we can restart the dream group. And I think since then, we start the Taichung Dream Group then.
What happened is you said you were joining, what was it? What's the name of that group of people who give speeches? Toastmasters. You were thinking of joining Toastmasters to get experience speaking English. After class, you just happened to mention this. And I said, don't join Toastmasters, because I'd been to Toastmasters. I gave them a talk about dreams, and it was just really stupid what went on there. I said, don't go to Toastmasters. I said, form a dream group. And you said, well, I don't know how to form a dream group. And I said, well, I know how. If you get the people, we can form a dream. And you brought the people. So you started all the Taiwan dream groups, because I couldn't get together. I found some really weird people when I tried to form dream groups. But when you formed the dream group, it was a beginning. Remember Hari and all the different people, used a woman from Japan. You brought all these interesting people, and the dream group took off. And it went on, the same dream group now this online on Zoom, a worldwide dream group. Now you started that. Bright is the beginner of all these dream groups.
Thank you, Bill, because you gave me the chance to join that. Yeah.
You gave the chance. You gave the chance for this to happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So can I continue?
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. I want to say that I think the dream group gave me a chance to connect my conscious part and unconscious part of myself in a deep, authentic, and original way. So from the dream, I found my fear, my worry, and my sense of insecurity hidden inside me. Although outside people think I'm very cheerful, I'm always very happy, but actually I worry sometimes. I have my anxiety. But through the dream, I think in the dream group we talk about the dream a lot, and from working on that, I discovered the strengths and the power and the capacity and I originally have to cope with those challenges and difficulties. Yeah. So as I remember, I say I wanted to apply for the teaching job in America, and I don't have a confidence, and a lot of people think probably it's not easy to take a job, and I don't have the courage to do that. And in a dream, and you encourage me, and in a dream, I think I forgot what dream I have, but I think from working on that dream, I get my courage and apply for the overseas job, and I got it like that. So in the dream, I found my capacity, and I also think that the dream will not tell a lie. The dream is very honest, kind, but sometimes it uses the coolest and unbearable image and voice to knock on the door of the dreamer every night, no matter you notice it or not. So I think the dream just want to draw the dreamer's attention and to help the dreamer to become a better human being. So if we don't, if the dream knock on the door and we don't answer and open the door and we don't face it, the dreamer just keep knocking on the door every night. Yeah, that's what I think about the dream work on me. So I want to say thank you, Bill. I think it's for a long time. I didn't join the dream group, because for some issue. But I'm so happy you invited me back and to share the experience about the dreams. So even though I have been absent from the dream group for a long time, but I still think that the dream power still retain its powerful and positive effect on me, because myself benefit a lot and truly experience the powerful and beautiful effect that dreams work on me. So, asking and talking about dream has become a way for me to build up the connection of my son, the 6-year-old son, and me. So every morning I will ask Sam, do you have a good sleep? And what do you dream when you sleep? Has become Sam and my usual conversation in the morning. But sometimes Sam remember it, but sometimes he didn't. And so that's why I asked him, if you cannot say that, how about you draw that? You draw that. I think I realized that when I asked them to draw the dream, even though he cannot talk that, but when I gave him the pen and paper to draw, the dream just come out from him. I feel it's amazing. And as the Sharon said, yeah, we feel surprised that the kids can remember so much detail. As you in the very beginning, Sam drew a very, very big story about his dream. But even though I don't really understand that, but at least it's a chance for him to express his mind. Okay, yeah. So still thank you, Bill. In the past 18 years, I think the dream not only helped myself to find out the beautiful and the power in a part of me, but also it still work on me because it opened up a communication way with me and my boy Sam. So that's it. Thank you.
That's very beautiful, Bright. Thank you very much. That's very beautiful. Do you have anything you want to sum up in Chinese about dreams and mothers and children?
OK， 好，如果用中文说，就是说我从自己的经验来谈这个梦对我的影响，因为我觉得这个梦它是诚实的，它是不说谎的，它可能是友善的，是慈爱的，可是它有时候会用一种你没有办法接受很残酷的声音或残酷的影像来敲你的门。那我觉得他敲门都因为这个梦想要帮助你来可能面对你自己内心的一些恐惧跟问题，所以当梦来敲门的时候，如果它是好梦，我们很开心，这个好的事情可以在梦里面会重复的再出现。那如果它是一个让你觉得是一种噩梦，是一种 nightmare 的时候，我觉得就是给你一个机会要去正视它，要去面对它。我觉得这是梦，它对它的主人一个最好的提醒。那因为梦对我本身有很大的帮助，所以呢我也觉得很好玩，因为我觉得可以透过梦来了解一个人他真实的内在，所以我就会早上。因为早上也不知道说什么嘛，我想说，哎，你有没有睡得好啊？啊，你梦什么啊？那就像轩仁说，哎，我们要给小孩子一个说话的机会哦。当你问你梦什么的时候，他就会开始叭跟你讲他梦里面的一些事情。对，那我觉得它就是一个很好的机会，可以透过这个梦开启一个就是一个妈妈跟小孩子一个可能比较深层的一个对话。然后有时候呢 Sam 会晚上告诉我他晚上不想睡觉，因为他害怕睡觉。为什么呢？因为他做了噩梦。所以我也觉得可以透过这个谈梦来了解说小孩子他自己的身心灵的状态这样子。So I think they said 好。
Thank you so much. Thank you for now. Lisa, you didn't get a chance to say anything. Would you like to say it in Chinese? And also, you didn't get a chance to introduce yourself in your Chinese name.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. 大家好，我是德山 and my English name is Lisa. Yeah. And after like all you share so many things, I want to add on something. Yeah, and I also feel like through Dream Group, I also share like in parenting, I also face a lot of like issue or like past experience in my childhood, and then even in the current situation might connect to like the past memories, and you will come back to the dream. And I found this very interesting, and it's very helpful if I have this chance to like share my dream, let it out in my emotion, because like being a mom, maybe we have like less friends and have a lot of jobs to do, works to do. And I appreciate that this group really support me in a way that I can let out this pressure and have some place that I can maybe leak out the secret or pressure. Maybe other people might not understand. And by having the chance to face my own feeling, I think so the same kind of trauma or behavior might stop here. And I found it's very important because I'm kind of mom, want to try to like have the new pattern, new family pattern. Yeah. So I found like through the Dream Group, I really learned to cherish my own feeling and my emotion, and also I can like teach my kids the to have a more positive way to see her emotion, no matter it's negative, it's angry or fear or happy. I found it's very important. So I'm gonna say it in Chinese. Okay. 对，所以就透过这个读梦团体，我觉得就是在教养上面，其实我觉得会变成是一种疗愈。对，因为可能在教养的时候，我们会可以感觉到哦，过去小朋友闯祸的这个经验， 可能自己有一个不好的经验，然后就突然好像看到了过去，但是我们看到过去的时候，有可能就跑到我们的梦里面，可能又梦到了一些东西，然后在读梦团体是刚好是一个很好的机会，就是让我可以静下来，然后分享这个经验，然后这个情绪，然后透过可以正视这个情绪，我觉得我就可以停止这样子的遗传，就是这样的，比如说过去比如说打破一个东西，然后就马上被骂的那个经验，你就会发现说，哦，原来我会想要骂他，是因为可能过去我有这个经验，我有这个情绪，然后透过可以正视自己的情绪，我觉得，在教养上面其实就可以停止某一种创伤的遗传。对，然后我觉得就是很庆幸，也可以有这个机会。然后，因为当妈妈了以后，就是可以社交机会就变少嘛，然后有花很多时间在做家事啊，或者是工作上班啊，就是很少可以有人可以这样静下来的听自己。所以我就特别珍惜这个机会，可以分享自己的梦，然后在这里顺便抒发自己的压力。对。
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Now, Sharon, do you want to say anything final before you go, or say anything in Chinese?
OK，我觉得在读梦团体里头呢，真的学到了很多，就是对话的技巧。它其实，在我们常常会有一些主观的认断说，比如说孩子啊，他可能应该要有什么样的情绪的反应，比如说这件事情发生了，他应该要怎么样怎么样。但是其实我们很少去倾听他们内心里头为什么会有很多的他们内心的感觉为什么会这么做。那我觉得从这个读梦团体里头学到的技巧就是我们可以很快速的把自己变成一个聆听者的角度。当我们的身份换了之后呢，不是那种比如说妈妈对孩子的角度，或者是比如说在职场上上对下的角度的时候，我们变成一个倾听者的角度，其实会开启更多对话的机会。那很多冲突呢，它其实并不需要发生，它只要倾听对方的声音，我们就可以有更多的那个对彼此的理解。所以我觉得这对我们在孩子的教育上其实是很重要的。那我也其实很开心，就是能参加读梦团体。那这里头呢，因为我自己在读梦的这个很正面的经验里头，我也很希望我的孩子可以就是继续在做梦的时候呢，不管是有什么新的想法，或者是我们可以有更良好的沟通，我都希望它可以持续下去。所以我觉得这个参加 Dream Group 真的对我的帮助非常的大。对，谢谢。
Thank you very much. All four of you, thank you. I'm going to end it. Does anybody want to say anything in final before I close off?
I just want to say, I feel so touched that before that when we were all in the Taichung Dream Group, we were just all single and no kids, no marriage. And now look at us, we're moms and yeah, we have our own families. And I'm glad that we can gather here and then talk something about moms and parenting and dreams. It's very interesting. And thank you, Bill.
Well, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, Bill.
I hope we get together again sometime, okay? I'm going to close it off here now, okay?
Okay.
Hey.
All right, thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Well, this is Mother's
Yeah.
Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.